everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish, the Conqueror! Last episode, we went and dealt with a dragon. We didn't kill him, but we did manage to get half his horde and run him off. I don't know what we would have gotten for the rest of it. We probably would have had to kill him if we wanted all of his horde, but we did it. Now let's go report in at the home warren. Have to tell him what we managed to do. Then we have to make a decision. Who are we going to support? Alright, first things first. Go in here, go in here. King Borgin, the Dragon Gorsh has been taught some humility. The Borgin all lean forward as you tell your tale of bravery. They realize that Haven's might has achieved something they have been unable to do for centuries. They look at each other, nervous and humbled. King Borgin the 53rd says, "The humbling of the dragon is a good thing. It will pester us less, but we can still use it in the future. This deed has been added to Haven's account." "I have done the favors you asked for." "So you have. Our doubts are gone. An alliance with Haven is worthwhile. Since you have shown you will help us, this reduces the sting of being called vassal." The king's eyes glint and you realize that his negotiating skills are better than you suspected. "We only need one thing, one small promise, and I will sign a treaty of vassalage with you right now." "What is this last favor you need?" "There is a rival clan not far to the west, the Brock. There have been troubles, fighting, raiding, not just a standard jousting between clans, but serious plotting against their king." "What is the source of strife?" "They are jealous of us. Though they are small, weak, and crude, they think they deserve a turn on the throne. They have not earned it." The Borgin shout approval. "The Borgin are strong, but not powerful enough to subdue the Brock without great cost. With Haven's battalion and training, however, it would be easy. This is what we want." "I would not see the Brock crushed." "Oh, they would not be crushed, just disciplined. Shown that the throne will not be theirs, not for many years. Peace must be restored. This is necessary." And here we have to make our ultimate decision. Do we support the Borgin, or do we support the Brock? I honestly don't know. In the other two realms, it's actually very easy for me to make a decision. For the Vol, it's very easy to say, we need to support those who have been enslaving and stop them from being enslaved for so long. And with the, Ariel, it is also easy, because their leaders have become corrupt, inept, are complete failures, so helping the people who have practically been oppressed and don't have any say in anything, helping them get some power, yeah, that's right. But in this case, it's just a clan war. Neither side really stood out to me. The Borgin have been trying their best to make themselves appear civilized, appear proper, make themselves worthy of being with the, make them feel like they're worthy of being with the higher people, not just swamp groups. Although what they're doing does show a lot to be desired. But they're attempting. At the same time, I kind of feel like it's just them putting on a show to try and get in our good graces again. On the other hand, you have the Brock. I don't fully remember what they were saying, but they were saying that the Borgin weren't right. And the Borgin were sending out certain groups in this as well to harass them, but still, this is just a clan war. This is something I would not have any feeling for. I have no strong feelings either way. I need them to be a vassal, but I can't figure out who to choose, who to go with. There's no clear choice. I honestly don't know who to pick. I don't know who's the right choice. Which should say something. I mean, think about it. In so many RPGs, yeah, now I'm going into this conversation, but think about it. I'm literally buying time while I try to figure this out. In so many RPGs, there's always a very clear choice between two. One is the oppressor, the other is the oppressed. One is the good choice, one is the bad choice. It's always a choice like that. Rarely do you ever have a chance like this where the choice really isn't clear. Where both sides have their pluses, their minuses, where neither side really stands out as being the right one. Now, this might not be the best implementation of it, I will admit, because it's not a situation of both sides are bad for the situation and you need to choose the lesser of two evils, or both sides are good, but good in different ways. No, this is more of a choice of neither one stands out. I don't really have an investment in this. I really don't know. Sure, the Borgin have been ruling for 100 years. The Brocks say that that's too long, they need to step down. And they're getting settled in their position, but there's been no indication that they've been bad at what they've been doing. Sure, there's monsters and creatures all over the place, but all of the Ukats say that that's just part of living in the swamp. That's not going to change. The fact Haven is around would actually be better, because they would actually do something. The Brock haven't made any promises of that. In fact, the Brock, all their suggestion here is, listen, we're the Brock. These guys have been in here too long. We need a turn. No, our troops will protect the Borgin, but we will not crush the Brock. There is a suspenseful silence. Then King Borgin nods. Security is enough. The Brock can stay safe in their hovels, far from power. It is a deal. You look the document over. All seems to be in order. Sign the papers. A few signatures later, Haven has a new vassal. King Borgin is surprisingly pleased. The Ukat is a civilized nation again. The Borgin cheer. Soon, our tribute will flow to you. We don't need to take up any more of your royal time. We only need one more thing. Please return to the Fangs and tell your General Ajax what has happened. We can deal with him now. Also, you can explore more of our fort as an honored guest. It may have been called the easy path to that achievement, but like I said, I didn't feel a great need to upset the natural order. Sure, dealing with the Ganel, that's actually important because they're actually hostile to everyone. Taking out them, yeah, that made sense. But the Brock and the Borgin, there was nothing between them. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Just didn't feel right. Alright, let's go around and speak with them here. Sage Noyal. You meet Sage Noyal again. She is surrounded by piles of books. They are a remarkably eclectic collection of tomes from all over the known world. Books of recipes, engineering, fiction. They must have been brought to Sacramentum before the calamity. She sets down a book on fashion, 30 years out of date, and looks up at you. She is no longer pleased to see you. Yes, Prince. Did you need something else? I would like to talk to you. Ah, but I am a lonely sage, just an advisor and collector of dusty paper. The king is in his hall. He would be happy to see you. I just study. What do you study? The world. the rest of the wide world. Sacramentum has much to learn. The Ukatish have even more. My king has had me spend decades finding all the books from outside Sacramentum that I can. Is this what you would choose to study? She looked slightly ashamed. It is. More than anything. The Ukatish are raised to hate and fear outsiders. Yet you have so much to offer us. She points at a stack of books from Haven itself. These teach us. What have you learned? That there is so much more to learn. We Ukatish dream of being accepted as proper people, not dirty scum. The more we learn, the closer we are to that goal. That is why our king would make us a vassal again. It shames me, but I must admit it. We are small. We can get far more from you than you can from us. Tell me about your library. It would not impress you. It's just a heap of books from all over the known world, a huge share of what Haven left behind when they fled. Trash to you, a great treasure to us. Please, feel free to browse. I will return to my studies. Of course. Let me take a look further down this hall before I go back over there. At least we can explore. That door is locked. That door is locked. That door is locked. That door is not. Treasure room. Beware traps. Let me save first. Alright, let's take a look in the treasure room. This is the treasure hall of the Borgin. You see 4 huge chests to the east. Magic is heavy in the air. You suspect a trap. There is a flash of light in the middle of the magic circle, then a cloud of smoke. Then defenders appear. The gate behind you slams shut. Cursed serpents and an elder Naga. Well, okay then. This is gonna be a bit rough. Oh, those serpents are actually quite powerful. I don't care for that. Not at all. I especially don't care for the fact that Terrence got charmed. I mean, I guess I can see what happens here. I admit, I'm curious. Again. Almost got him. That I don't care for. More poison. Okay, Rupert needs healing. Immediately. That I don't care for. Okay, definitely healing on Rupert. Almost got that one. Ow. Okay, that one's down. Terrence needs to get healed. He needs to do a healing wave, is what I meant. You do a vulnerability hit, and resisted the vulnerability hit. He's cured. I don't care for that. He resisted the fear, at least. Really don't care for that. Try vulnerable again. There we go, now he's vulnerable. Restoring rain. Go with that. Didn't help as much as I'd hoped. I admit I'm curious what's in these chests. Could be useful. Force it evaded. Heal yourself, please. Thank you, Terrence. What's its stun resistance? Very high. Bludgeon it senseless. Well, it's weak. Try and get that serpent dead if you can. More bleeding. Resist the fear. More bleeding. Brutal blow. More bleeding! You go ahead with another brutal blow. More bleeding! That's a lot of damage. And charmed! That I don't care for. Heal yourself, Terrence. That's good. It is still vulnerable. More bleeding! It cured itself. Ow. Okay, healing on Rupert. Oh, 2 charms. This is bad. We've almost got the Elder Naga, though. They're actually beating each other up. Oh, come on! The Naga has been destroyed. The gate behind you opens again. Okay. Finish off that serpent. Okay, Haven's Mercy. Just gotta wait for Terrence to no longer be charmed, and there we go. Okay, let's see what's in these chests. We've got Equipose Augment? 15% to mental resistance. That sounds useful. Scroll of Life. Radiant Augment. +4 to magical armor. And some Ukatish plate armor. Which is good stuff. We've got a lot of gold coins. And we've got diamonds and some gold bars. That's some interesting stuff. I kind of like it. Hopefully they don't get pissed off at us and try to kill us. Well, they're not, so we're fine. Let's continue walking through their place. Let's see. A couple Borgin soldiers. Oh, another stairway down. Interesting. This must be their barracks here. Oh, these go back behind their, what they have. Let's see, Borgin nobles. Looks like that's it. Alright. This must go back down behind their defenses, then. Indeed, it does. I guess to open the gates. Because, why not? Alright, let's open up the other ones. There we go. Alright, and I believe over here we can actually talk to people. Alright, Malus, I would like to buy something. Let's see what you have. We've got Ukatish leather, Swamp Runner leather, Ukatish cap. We can buy another healing potion. Jade necklace, Scroll of Mercy, Scroll of Might. Well, a healing potion would be interesting to have another one. I'm not going to take it. What about on this side? Gustan equipment. We've got Barbed Ukatish Spear, Swamp Runner Leather, Ukatish Breastplate, Ukatish Plate Armor, Sallet, Plate Helm, and a Radiant Augment. Okay, we've got some interesting stuff here, looking at some of this. You know what? I definitely am going to change out that resistance, but I think we're going to put that radiant augment on one of these two. Magical armor. That's actually... yeah. Magical armor, I think, would actually be useful to have here. I'll swap out that mental resistance. So this is actually some very useful stuff. Not gonna buy anything, but still, it's useful stuff. Now let's go report in. The Brock are not going to be too happy with us. Haven report! And there we go. And we're already, again, almost at max on iron and quicksilver. Oh, wow, we are getting a lot of iron now that I look at this. Holy crap. 18, 19, 20. 8 iron! We're getting 8 iron! That's incredible! I love it. Alright, first I want to go to Fort Darkfen. I want to go and swap some things out. Let me see here. Going to put this on you for now. I'm going to swap out the magical resistance, and I'm going to give you the radiant augment. Do I want to swap out the steel chainmail? 12 physical, 5 magical. 13 physical, 6 magical, but a higher, but a lower speed penalty. More stun resistance. I think actually we'll go without the plate armor. I'm actually perfectly fine with having the steel chainmail here. But I am going to swap that out. Alright, and for that we gotta go in here. Blacksmith, I have some things to swap. You are going to get magical armor, and you are going to remove that and replace it with this. Now, is there anyone else who can get some mental resistance? You're kind of full up. You're also kind of full up. You have space. So we'll give that to you. Although now that I think of... oh, yeah, that's just mental resistance. There, that works. And aside from that, I think I'll probably sell the Ukatish plate armor. Not going to use it. There we go. Let's report in over here, see if they have anything to say. Chief Torvik, no. Actually, discuss the Ukatish, no. Okay. Mission accomplished there. You know what? What the hell? I'm probably not going to come back. Put the apothecary in here. Just get it done. One of my flasks to contain a different thing. We can get a goo flask and a battle potion. Battle potion is pretty good. Blessing, haste, and cure. Goo flask summons a slime. Not very keen on that. Oh yeah, that I need to store away. But there. Now I have another one here, and I'm not going to need to do anything else here. Let me just buy another shop banner, even though I'm probably not going to come back. And there we go. Okay. Next step. I kind of want to see what happens if we go into Chind. If he has anything to say here. Bracton Carr. How are things faring for the Brock clan? Grim. You have made the Borgin even more lazy and greedy. I'm amazed. Still, the Brock have no choice but to give in. Still, we will survive. Would you rather I have killed you? I'm sorry for that, but it is what it is. Now let's report in at the Mirefangs. General Ajax. King Borgin has submitted. The Ukatish will be our vassals again. I am not surprised. I knew that doughy fellow would submit if pushed. He was no match for Haven's will. Helping him keep power will not be difficult. I only need one thing, the formal order to proceed. Then my soldiers can enter Ukatish lands and do the hard, muddy work of shoring up Borgin's rule. I order you to support our new ally. General Ajax was prepared. The moment the words leave your mouth, he waves his hand. Within the hour, 100 Havenite soldiers have crossed the bridge, ready to fight. That is it, Prince. I thank you for your help. You have done all you needed to. We will get this done. What will happen to the Ukatish now? The Ukatish will be our vassals again. Queen Sharon will be pleased. How else can I help? We wouldn't dare ask you for more support. You did the diplomacy, now we will do the fighting. It is our job and our adventure. We are warriors of Haven. We'll get it done. Please make sure the Brock clan is spared unnecessary punishment. The general grabs a piece of paper and makes a note of it. I will see that it is done. A bit of mercy can do a lot to pacify a vassal state. Thank you very much. Now let's go back and see if Mother has anything to say. I'm sure she will. Look at that. Any messages for me? And someone's in Miranda's office. Interesting. Alright, first, when you reach the portal, Delia is already waiting for you on the other side. Rupert, I've been waiting for you. Your chief tells me that you have some exciting news for me. King Borgin will be our vassal again. I am so glad. I heard he was a bloated old grump, and it's to your credit that you won him over. Mother will be proud. She won't want to show it, but you should know. How did it happen? I had to run some errands for him. I imagine so. You had to prove to the Ukatish that we value them. We actually really, really like them, right? She sounds excited. What did he make you do? I had to fight a dragon. Really? When you get home, I want to hear the story. Not even brave old Sutter ever did that. He will eat his liver out when he hears. I'll poke fun at him every day. Anyway, Borgin eventually submitted. No doubt. I've heard he was feeling pressured, yes? He grew too old and lazy and felt threatened, and now we'll keep him in place. Not an unusual deal. Oh, Rupert, we're so proud. I hope you are home soon. I won't come home until the job is done. We'll get it done. You just needed to impress Mother a little, and you've done that. We miss you. Try to clean... Her voice cuts out. Alright. And Miranda has something for us? The moment you enter Chief Miranda's office, she gives you the warning. Prince, I present to you Lady Munro of the Ukatish. She sweeps toward you, wearing a glorious formal dress of fur and lizard skin. The Ukatish have an odd style. Prince, I am of the Ake clan. I have a message from the Home Warren. What is wrong now? Now that the Ukatish have submitted to Haven, we need your help. If you want our vassalage, you must show your worth. Actually, that isn't true at all, but you don't mention it. Fine. Explain. A group of Ukatish merchants and their guards were brutally beaten and hauled off by the Ariel. They are unjustly held by them, yet another in a countless series of crimes committed by the Ariel against us. We want you to free them. What crime did those Ukatish commit? No crime at all. While staying in Macity, some Ariel insulted their dress and Ukatish lands in honor. Our people defended themselves honorably. The Ariel swarmed them like cowards and hauled them off. What do you want from me? Our people are being held in the Ariel's Palace of Atonement, deep in their lands. They are being held until they apologize and pay many fines for fighting and public disturbances, which they will never do. We want you to free them. Show the Ariel and Sacramentum will no longer tolerate their arrogance and insults. Miranda, what happens if I help them? Chief Miranda tries very hard to keep from laughing. The Ukatish will be happy and the Ariel will be mad, I guess. They'll both have lots and lots of opinions. Fine, I know what I will do. The right thing, I hope. I will go and free your prisoners. Lady Munro looks a tiny bit surprised. Well, that would be appreciated. As I said, they are held in the Palace of Atonement. Do this, and the Ukatish will show their gratitude. She turns and walks out. Miranda sighs. The Ariel showing respect to the Ukatish? Not in our lifetime. Perhaps not, but I have to do what I can. We'll see what happens. Alright, and as I said, we're going to throw this into here. We have a lot of resources and the like in here, but it's fine. Alright, and that is where I am going to end this episode. Let me just ask Stonehouse something first. Are we making progress bringing civilization? There was a setback, alas. A rogue under your command stole a bottle of the royal wine. The public flogging should help to prevent such incidents in the future. What does Mother think of me? Okay, no change. People of Sacramentum, same thing. How am I progressing? You have made great... Okay, no change there. That is all. Thank you. Alright. And I am going to end this episode here. As I said, it has gone on long enough. Next episode... I believe we're being pushed towards Ariel lands. We're not going to get much stone, and stone is something we really need. But I think I'm fine. We do need to make our way further east towards Ariel lands. But that's fine. Did I never actually speak for that? We'll have to. But that'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chester44. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish the Conqueror. And I shall see you all next time.